in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. And the Sooners will kick it away to start. Turner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So TCU's offense takes the field for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know what.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Snagged in the middle, it's Baker. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
The RPO, it's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
So Oklahoma's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory. He gets 15 and a first down. The Sooners are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
And after that incompletion, they are left with a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Carrion. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll line up for a second down play. Running behind that left side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Catch in the middle, it's small. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch, get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him redirect.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle. It's Barber. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And how about about the awareness by this guy. On third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the big fella. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their...
He lobs one high down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field... There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Rides the back on the option to give. Runs through a tackle.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat. And touchdown! Oklahoma made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Hoover. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Caught in the backfield, it's Green.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense, swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's James. Turning it on. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter,
oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Got his man. He breaks the tackle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll take a shot. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe
breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can choose some good.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And your third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
With the catch, it's Alexander. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jess, and you got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Caught over the middle. It's Tatum. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Got a man. It's Sategna. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Big guy smells it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. To the air. It's Bullock. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Fights off the defender. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but You get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A low line drive and short kick. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need...
Lost one deep down the right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Toss to the outside. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Wants to pass. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100-touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Snagged in the middle. It's James. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
The give to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked...
He's got it! And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Pulls it in. It's Sategna. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Fires downfield. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
You still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. A good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple of minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
caught in the backfield. It's Payne. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Green. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Baker. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, TCU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll pull it down and run. Got a first down. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Didn't get much on first down in 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Carry-On. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the middle of the field.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Turning it on! They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. That's caught. It's Carry-On. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Makes the grab. It's James. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Small. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. This time it's complete. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And, man, this thing looked like it was going the other way. How about this 4th quarter, man? What a swing of momentum. You throw up the goose egg, put multiple touchdown drives together, and taking the lead. What an exciting 4th quarter.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there after the 35. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it.
Looking for the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Sooners! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires to the big fella. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Timeout. TCU.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And now this is the time of the game where the clock's fighting against you, and you can only take so many shots like that and get no gain. We got to get out of bounds, or we got to waste timeouts. So we got to be smart offensively in what we do here.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points.